Scope, where we go beyond listing and dig deep into real estate industry. I'm your host, Nitin Kumar.
And I'm Elaziel Roche, and today we're joined by our good friend Cody Walker. He is a seasoned sales rep for Brightland Homes. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's my off day.
I was going to say thank you so much for being here on your day
good.
off. I do appreciate that.
It's been like some time, right? There was a time where I was talking to you every single day.
Almost every morning, yep.
And midnight.
And midnight.
Yes, and some late nights. I got quite a few late nights.
So just to build up, if you don't know Cody Walker, he is the sales rep who sold 160 homes last year in Austin. I don't think anybody sold more than you in Austin last year.
With any builder.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't keep track of everything, but we sold a lot of homes last year, especially in this tough market. At that time, having those rate buy downs is what really helped. And then also, I was selling a product that's kind of really hot right now. That's what is selling is a lot of your entry level homes that can get those 3.99 or 4.99 rates. That's what's selling right now.
At the price point too.
Yeah, and at a low price point.
You are underselling yourself. There is like 50 to 60 other sales rep, maybe 100.
In Austin?
In Austin, where you were.
There's probably 300 or 400, I would imagine.
No, about the people who are having the same product as you.
Oh.
Right. What I'm trying to say is you are underselling yourself. If other people were selling like say 20, 30 in a year, you were selling 160. So basically every second day you were selling a home or closing home. So you were doing something special than the other people.
Mm-hmm. I've been in sales since I was 15. So it's something I've picked up on over the years. But to be exceptional at sales, you've always just kind of got to look at what everybody else is doing and know that there's something else that you can do that not everybody else is doing that's going to be able to set yourself apart. And I try to do that in every role I have. It's generally brought success. I think especially last year was a unique situation because I had the ability to sell seven or eight different communities. So there was a lot of opportunities, a lot of homes that I had available to sell. I don't know exactly the number I did. I know it was around 180 or something. But I think last year I was doing a really good job with my emails. And then also, getting on the phone, reaching out to realtors and folks and building that relationship with people, with realtors, people that were helping me drive my business. So that way when they get a client, they think, hey, let's reach out to Cody, see what he's got. I think that was the big key for me last year was just, continuing to build on the relationships that I had already developed over the previous decade.
You not only sold homes staying in US, you sold homes when you were traveling to Japan, to London, all that stuff with me. You had your laptop with you on those trips. And the funny part is, I think we sold almost like 70, 80 homes last year.
Yeah, we did something like that. So,
and you are the guy who sold homes not only when you were on job, but even when you are on your breaks, more than the people. I think last year around August is a month, you sold almost like 30 homes.
Yeah, I think August of last year it was one every day, so I think it was 31.
31.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's very busy for new home
Impressive,
sales.
yeah.
Especially this year, I'm happy if I get 3 in a month, so it's a very different setup, but we were busy, but we're in sales. Just like as a realtor, you're always on, or at least you need to be if you're going to be successful. And the same thing for sales guys. And me, I'm 100% commission. So even if I'm off, I'm ready to get to work.
So what motivated you to become a sales rep?
I found out at a young age that I was good at sales. So I started with credit cards with American Eagle when I was in high school. I got hired on as a seasonal job, but I didn't want to fold clothes. So it was something I did not want to do. So they had this credit card application, and then I figured I'd pick up a clipboard and get some of those applications and start walking around the store and just engaging with people to see if I can get people to sign up a credit card. Well, I didn't have to fold clothes that season, and they didn't let me go after Christmas, which is what I was fully expecting, was working at a clothes store, and I didn't want anything to do with folding clothes or kind of what goes along with that. But I set myself apart with just selling these credit cards. They kept me on. They ended up ultimately creating new positions at other stores to do solely that. And so at that time, I figured out, okay, this is my skill, and I can do this pretty well. That's what sales is you're really working with somebody, and you're trying to you've got something to offer, and you're wanting to connect. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're not the right product. You don't have the right product for that person. But a lot of times you do, and you try to connect it with them and get it sold. And then I went on and sold computer stuff, and then was with AT&T with the launch of the iPhone, and rode that for a few years. And then I came into real estate because I had a kind of a background. My dad was a home inspector, like Alan. And so growing up, I did home inspections with my dad, and I just thought in sales, bigger price tag, bigger commission. So I thought I might as well try to get into selling some homes. And so I think when I was 25 or about 2013 is when I got into selling homes.
So almost more than 10 years, right? 12 years.
Yeah, about 12 years, going on 13.
13. Wonderful.
Thanks for sharing that. I did not know about your background, so that
Yeah.
goes way back.
Mm-hmm.
Was this in Texas where your dad was an inspector?
Yeah, I grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so he was a home inspector up there, and we would go all over, all the way from East Dallas to, West Fort Worth. So
I think I appreciate that because it is all about connection, especially in the real estate world. Like you said, we all have a product. We all need to sell a house, but it's about making that connection with the person.
Mhm.
If you have that, then you can build on it. And I think that's something that you and Nitin have definitely done. And that's how you were able to sell 60 houses last year. It was about connections. And
yeah, absolutely.
he had a buyer, you had a house, then it worked out.
Right.
But I do know other builders work off that system of they don't have a community assigned to them. It's all about connections. That's the whole point. I had a sales rep last week that was like, yeah, I'm expecting, like if you and I connect as realtor to sales consultant, I'm going to be that person for you. And I'm like, I never thought about it that way because most builders don't work that way.
Yeah.
As a builder rep, you stay in that community and that's it. And you can only sell that product, that community.
Yeah.
So anything you would say on the biggest misconception that buyers have about working directly with a new home sales consultant?
I don't know the biggest misconceptions. I'd know that, I guess, well, the new home sales rep works for the builder. A realtor works for the buyer. So that's your big thing. But at the end of the day, my job is to help you achieve whatever goal you have, if that's building a house or getting your family into a bigger home that maybe has 4 or 5 bedrooms because you had some more kids or something, which is a situation I'm very familiar with. But my job is to just help them achieve that and go above and beyond and make sure the loan, they qualify for a loan. If they don't, how can I get them there? If it's building a house, it's finding out exactly what their needs are in that home and guiding them on those selections. And then, when it comes to the contract, help with any questions. Realtors are great for helping explain some of that and also negotiating a deal. Sometimes a realtor can get a little bit extra than what you get from.
See, the misconception I think people have is, and I think one of the most important thing people should have in mind is not only the real estate agent, but the salesperson, even the builder. If there is no sale, nobody's making any money.
No, we want to make sure a client is happy.
Yes.
They love their home. Everything has gone smoothly. I mean, in real estate, it doesn't always, but if there is an issue, we resolve the issue to everybody's satisfaction, to where everybody's happy on the back end.
Everybody is trying their level best to make the deal happen and make everybody happy. We want repeat buyers. Like my business is 99% running on referrals now.
Yeah.
I I am on social media. I have like 20,000 followers all over. But hey, how much business I get? Maybe 1 or 2 deals in a whole
Yeah, no,
year.
most of yours is just from previous clients and previous clients' friends.
Yes,
And that's
yes.
lot what we did last year was we would meet a guy, a gentleman, and we would sell him a house, but then he would have 3 friends, and that one
And
deal turned into 5.
and it came to a point. Actually, Cody knew that this guy bought this, and you remembered that time he had 3 friends, and I forgot. And do you want to call them? So
Yeah, well,
this
that's what those morning calls are good for. Hey, where are we at? What do we got working? What can we get across
yes,
the line
yes.
this week?
So that closeness we had at about my clients and all that stuff, and this is the misconception people have. When you walk into a salesperson or a realtor, they think that okay, they both are on your side. They both want to do the best possible way. I'll give you an example. I think 2021 or 2022, I don't remember exactly, but we went from a stage in Austin where we were selling like hotcakes to slow down.
Yes.
And we had how many? Almost like 15, 20 contracts in one community itself where the prices went down. Houses were taking 8, 9 months to build. And we worked one by one, each contract, managed with the management and give them either a price reduction or give them a new house based on the new rate and move people around. You were able to help some of my cancellations where people lost the job to reuse their
Yeah.
earnest money, 6 months down the line. They were practical examples where a sales rep did above and beyond. You spoke to your management to make clients happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just when you walk in, the person who is standing there for a sales rep, his primary goal is to make whatever is required for your needs the best possible way. And you have done it so many times with me. So that's great.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's making people happy and
Yes.
making dreams come true. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I try to do.
I wanted to go back to you and being a new home sales rep, since I'm coming from that industry and being a new home sales rep. It was something that it was very important to, how do I say it, like highlight the importance of having a realtor, even though as a new home sales rep, you can guide them through the buying process. I always explain that having a realtor, like we're all on the buyer's side. We want them to buy that house just as much as you do, but we also want them to be happy with the process, that the house. So what's something that you think buyers benefit from having a realtor?
Just having a lot, really, it comes down to having somebody in your corner with some experience to handle any potential issues that come up. If you have something on a third party inspection that may come up, it's nice. It's good to have a realtor that can go to bat for you. As a builder, we want to try to we want to close the house, so we're going to try to take care of most things. But sometimes there might be, like a big common one is like a hairline crack in the garage. People think there's some, a thing wrong with the
Structural,
foundation, but
yeah.
as we all know, being in the business, it's purely cosmetic, and that is to be expected. But sometimes a buyer would want to like put a coat of concrete on there, and we've done it in the past. But all that does is it makes it look terrible. It looks good day one. I will tell you, it does look good day one, but that stuff chips away, and after about a year, it looks terrible.
Worse.
But if you don't have a good realtor in your corner, and some realtors will go and try to get this skim coat thing, but this is just one example of something that you don't necessarily need to do. But if you just had someone in your corner to kind of help educate you about real estate and about common things that come up, that's really beneficial for people to have.
What's your favorite thing or the thing you love the most about walking a buyer through their first home?
The excitement. These folks are really excited. They've worked many years in a lot of cases to try to get to this point, to be able to sign a contract, put earnest money down on a home, and then go through the, sometimes difficult process of getting approved for a loan. And once they've gone through all these hurdles, then it's finally like, all right, let's go walk through your home and make sure everything is good to go. Let's go sign off and get your keys. The joy that you see in some of these folks that you get to walk through on these walkthroughs with, that's sometimes the best part of my job.
Cody, I have a special connect with you amongst, basically when I started working with you guys, I worked with 3-4 people.
Yeah.
My sales were distributed.
Mm-hmm.
Then it came to a point after a year, we both just kept working together.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost think like me, you are not only a sales rep, but you are an investor as well.
Yes.
You have done brilliantly on real estate investment businesses. I can talk to you about all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I'm surprised being in real estate. I've seen almost 100 salespeople. You guys had the best opportunity to enjoy Austin growth because you were there.
Right.
But very, very, very few people picked up on this boom of Austin since 2019 or 2018 to 2023. It's still not bad if you look at the numbers for Austin.
I've been here since 2009, and this thing is
So
it's been exploding ever since.
yeah. So I think it's a straight trajectory going up since 2010. I came here, right? And I have been buying houses whatever money I had.
Mm-hmm.
But you have done differently from other people. You are not only just a salesperson. You have bought so many homes. You have bought businesses as well.
Yes.
So what came into your mind, like about doing this, not only just being a sales rep?
Well, real estate investment was just kind of a path. On all honesty, is a path to retirement. I mean, you get enough homes and enough passive. The goal is with investing is always how much passive income can you accumulate, because that's really what a lot of us are after. Is I want to make money while I sleep. That's the big thing, and a lot of times, good real estate deals can do that. I know you've got a lot of doors, but yeah, my thing was about collecting doors and trying to get as many homes as I can, because I know I'm younger now, but if I can hang on to a lot of those homes over time, get them paid off. And I'm a different kind. I prefer buy and hold. I've done Airbnbs. I've done, other things. But my favorite now is I just want the 12-month rental. Sign them up on a lease. Maybe handle a phone call or two over the year. But generally it's pretty easy. But sometimes when you get in more doors, you're going to have more issues. But hey, more money's more problems, right?
That's always the case.
But yeah, no, I was just really just trying to figure out a way to create passive income, and investing in real estate. As being in real estate and kind of knowing that, I thought that was a good avenue to go down. And so yeah, I purchased several homes and got several rentals.
How many investment properties do you have?
I've bought and sold quite a few over the years, but currently I think I've got like 4 rentals and an Airbnb. And then I own a men's hair salon, and it's all passive. So I've got a manager that runs this whole store. But I think this was right when you said when all those cancellations came. It was like June 22 or 20. I think it was June 22 or 21 when those interest rates just started hiking up. And now our job wasn't selling homes; it was trying to,
Keep them under
keep
contract.
everybody under contract, because it was cancellations left and right. So all you were trying to do was, like you said, renegotiate and kind of create better deals. But at that time, I didn't necessarily want to go into a new house. I wanted to kind of diversify, try something different, and owning a business is always something I wanted to try and do, and wanted to find something that was passive, because I didn't want to be involved too much, because I have a full-time job. I have a big family. I don't really have a lot of time. So that wasn't really something I could trade. So I found this haircut thing, and it's been doing okay.
That's very cool that you diversified for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because you were mentioning for investments, it's about passive income.
Yes.
It's funny because I normally tell investors that it's not necessarily just about passive income, that it's more the long-term goals. That, like you said, you hold on to the property as long as you can, because it's accruing value.
Yeah.
But I would not go into it thinking that you're going to just sell it in 2 years. What do you think about that?
No, not at all. This is one of those things. It's, you carry a lot of benefits. There's a lot of tax benefits, and then one single house makes you money 3 different ways. You got somebody paying off your mortgage. You got, and then you got the appreciation on the house, and then whatever if you do cash flow on it, then you've got the additional cash flow as well. So, and then the tax benefits are nice. So no, those aren't the 12-month rentals. I just hang on to.
Yeah.
Especially right now. I mean, because if you buy an investment, then you're gonna have to pay capital gains tax on it. So I have no desire to. My long-term goal is to have that home paid off, and if I can pay it off early, I will. Because then maybe I'm only making $100 or $200 a month on that one particular property, but when I pay it off, I'm now making probably close to $3,000 a month on it. And then if you can stack 3 or 4 of those on top, well, there you go. Then you got $10,000-$12,000 coming in every month.
So you've heard it from the experts themselves. And I think that's something that I really admire about Nitin, and now you're doing it as well, of living by example. I mean, I know Nitin sells investment properties, and he's like, who better else than someone that owns 40 properties?
Yeah.
You can do that as well and tell people, I mean, you can explain to them what you go through as a landlord.
I have a friend, and it's his advice. I just copied it. It took some risk, but I just copied it. So we one day sat down and we thought, okay, we are going to retire in 45. 45 I'm almost 45.
You can almost retire.
So this is almost like 2015-16. So how many houses we need paid off to retire, and now what income we need to retire? And my goal was just to make $10,000, right? If I make $10,000, again, I have low expectation from myself always.
Well, you get in there, you see how easy it can be, and you're like,
yes.
I can get more than that.
if you have 7 homes paid off, you keep 2 for your kids, you keep 2 for their wedding. Indian weddings are very expensive. Okay, I'm not joking. Like, it will cost 200-300K easily. I have 2 kids.
So whole house.
Whole house. From 2, you can just get, let's say, $5,000, right? And
yeah, but that's $5,000 today. If you hold on to it for 30 years or 20 years or whatnot, it's because he's assuming it's $2,500 a month per the house, which is about average. But in about 10, 15 years, that $2,500 is actually going to be about $3,000, maybe $3,200. Things are going to go up.
Yes. So basically, you keep it like you add it, right?
Yeah.
So that was the goal. Just buy 7 and hold it and let them paid off. Okay. Then I realized I went into this and I realized, it's not difficult.
No.
Every year either you produce a kid or buy a home then became my goal. Just that's what happened, right? And I quickly went into a stage of buying 20 homes. Then I thought, okay, I don't need a job. This is working very, very well. If I smartly invest, get the best deals, because I'm in the market, I'm getting almost like 15-20% below, which is amazing. Then just keep it for 4-5 years, flip them around. You can just make 50,000 in each home, makes 250K. You don't need a job. You have 20 houses, you keep rotating.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's what triggered me to quit my job, right? I thought, okay, the job money, I can just do this whole, even if I can't sell a single home, I can just rotate my portfolio.
Right.
Will give me 250K.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us, what are you seeing in the market right now?
It's a good question. I'm selling homes, but I also am seeing a lot more homes being sold, which is pretty concerning. There's a lot more sellers out there than buyers. The market's obviously flipped, so it's a definite buyer's market at the moment. We're all kind of keeping an eye on. I'm keeping an eye on the whole Fed chair situation and the interest rates, because that is going to be our catalyst that really kind of shifts us. I'm under the assumption we might get 1 rate cut by the end of the year. And then I know Powell's 10 years up, I think May 26th. So we should have a new pro rate drop Fed chair in for next year, which I would imagine is going to spur some more people to get out there and buy some homes. But with what we have on the ground now, I am selling inventory. Right now, the market has basically been just specs. I mean, we're just selling spec homes. So we build it, we have it ready, and you come in, hey, I need to move next month. I'd like to buy a house. And that's our current, product. And we're also now working to really try to sell more to-be-built homes. And we just recently started offering a program to where I can lock you in on a 4.99% interest rate on home that you can build, which takes about 4 months, which has been a lot harder for builders to be able to offer over the last several years because it's pretty expensive to get those rate locks. But I'm seeing that really help out trying to sell some more of those to-be builds, because over the last several years, you're really just only been selling spec homes, because that's what you can buy the special rate for.
It's
and
called
those,
forward commitment.
yeah, those rates are expensive too. People don't really realize how expensive they are. They just think, oh, maybe 2%, 3%. But there's a lot more. A lot of those can be 5 to 8. I've seen them as high as 10%. That they're getting these 3.99, 4.99% interest rates. And most of the time, it's the seller paying for it. And I'm sure you're seeing on the resale side of things, sellers are now offering up to 6% in seller credits just to get homes closed, and that way they don't get stale and stalled on the market. But interest rates really driving the current market. But we're still selling homes. There's people out there buying. There's people out there selling. If you're an investor looking to get homes, now's a good time to try to get in and pick up a new deal. I know, like you said earlier, I mean, one of my personal goals is to buy a home every single year, just with the tax benefits you get from it and just being able to start stacking. If you have the ability to purchase a home as a rental, and my thing is it needs to I don't want to lose more than like $100 to $200 a month. So as long as I'm not losing $100 to $200 a month, then those are deals I'm going to look at and take a look at. But most of the time, I can find it to where I'm clearing maybe $100 to $200 a month.
So Cody, you have done so well, explained everybody, right? So what's your goal for 2025, 2026?
I'm opening up a brand new community in San Marcos. It's going to be Whisper South. So my goal for the end of this year is to really kind of get that up and going, get settled there, reach out to all my contacts, hey, I got a new community. We're going to have some opportunities there that you'll be able to jump in on to sell some homes. It's a 160 lot development. So that's my big goal to finish the year from July to December, basically. And then next year it's going to be, hopefully pick up another house.
So how can people reach out to you?
They can call me on my cell phone or shoot me a text message. It's 512-900-9950.
Thank you for joining us, Cody.
I appreciate y'all having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We have a wonderful guest in this episode as well, Hazel. You want to come up? She doesn't. She wants the
Do
ball.
that again. Hazel, geez. Thank you
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.